Hello ladies and gentlemen, Green here, and usually when I do the gameplay videos, where I just talk over the gameplay, I don't usually include my face, because honestly I was just too lazy and previous I didn't have like the ability to do so, but now I have the ability to do so, and I'm like, let's stop being lazy and let's just put my face out there in every single video. Maybe, I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think about that. But yeah, we finally escaped from the clutches of Raven, so we're going to hit the sub-bosses of Heroic 1 over here, and eventually defeat Boss Flash in this video, and get a pretty damn sweet reward as well, as we will see towards the end. But yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the very annoying boss Green Arrow. How is he annoying, you might ask? Does he have an interesting mechanic that makes you have to be very careful when you play? Nope. He is just a silver Green Arrow that they decide to slap on immune to lethal and crit, so you'll deal reduced damage even though you'll play like usual and you'll play it perfectly. Thankfully he's not also immune to dots, so the League of Anarchy can do some damage, but obviously without their crit chance and crit damage they're not gonna do that much, and I'm most likely not going to be able to kill him in one fight. The artifacts that I'm using over here are going to be a level 5 Sword of Salvation, and a level 1 Dragon Staff and a level 1 Chakra. Actually, no, never mind. Like, it's either a Chakra or the Dragon Staff on EPI, because that's just for the passive stats. And then we have a level 3 Sword of Sin on Arkham Knight Batman. I don't think this dude has any armor whatsoever, but we're going to put that on anyway. It's the best choice for the passive stats also, in terms of the levels that I got him at. And yeah, we're stunning him over here a bit, with Harley as well, because I was like, yeah, why not, let's just do that. We don't have all blades to worry about, and it seems like I'm doing far more damage this way, right now in this specific scenario. You might be like, Sigvald, why didn't you use Raven? Because Raven was used in the previous fight in order to kill Raven. We used Raven with Black Manta. So by the time I was doing this fight, Raven was not available. Should I have waited for Raven to be available and then used this team? Maybe. But I didn't do that, so fat rip. Yeah, I feel like we're dealing far more damage like this because we don't have to worry about all blade stacks being kept up because we're not using all blades. So we can just sit in the fight endlessly here and spam the special 2. That kind of defeats the purpose of having Arkham Knight Batman, and I guess I could have added something else in his place. I don't think Dr. Fate would have been necessary because that crap costs 4 power birds anyway, and we got all the power generation we need from Sword of Sin. But maybe a Just League Flash, though I don't think that was available either, I think that was also used with Manta. But yeah, maybe a Red Hood to extend the duration of the fight might have helped us to kill this one over here. But yeah, it is what it is, maybe I should have used the super move at the start, but I didn't care enough to do it. So that wouldn't have made a big enough difference for us to kill this dude. But yeah, it sucks not to have access to crits. Okay, now we're going to fight Black Lightning here. And we're going to be using the Batman Ninja team. And I was like, yeah, let's see how Beta Club does. We haven't used this in Soul Raids in a while, since we've been stuck against Raven, and Raven is immune to dots. Let's just see how it goes with the Beta Club. So yeah, again, we have a Beta Club on Catwoman. Beta Club is level 6. We have a level 6 Sword of Salvation on Grodd, and a level 3 Sword of Sin on Robin. Again, those are in there just for the passive stats. And yeah, the Beta Club dot damage is already huge. And I didn't even need to reset it yet. I don't know how that happened, but it's 1.7 million. I shouldn't have reset it over here. I should have stuck with that. If you see 1.7 million, then you should most likely stick with it. But I was like, I don't know what's up with this. Let's see if we can get a higher amount actually. And honestly, I didn't care if I didn't get a higher amount because we're destroying this dude anyways. Not even 1 minute into the fight. And for the name of science, I'm going to reset 2 million damage stack. Okay, we reset that, and now I have 2.5 million when it's both a crit and a lethal. Yeah, the Beta Club is doing very good work over here. It's mostly because of the passive stats that we get from the Raid specific artifacts that are heavily buffing the Beta Club. But yeah, that Black Lightning didn't have a nice experience in life over there. And we managed to melt him. And after this positive experience, I'm like, okay, let's try that thing on King as well. Again, we're going to have a level 6 Sword of Salvation on Or level 5? I honestly don't really remember. It's either level 5, most likely level 5 on Dr. Fate, and we're going to have a level 3 Sword of Sin on Red Hood. Again, the Sword of Sin is just for passive stats. Dr. Fate in there, generating some power with basic attacks, through the power of basic attacks. Special Train there, re-engage that combo. And yeah, the dot damage so far is... It's kind of garbage, but that's because we didn't get to King's max passive stacks, because that's what gives you the Beta Club damage on King. Then that's why Beta Club is pretty good to use with King. I decided here to prolong the combo and to go for a special 3. So I'm not in a rush to tag out. And this way we allow him some breathing room to generate some power that we can afterwards steal with the use of Dr. Fate. That's great. King back in, special 3 in there, re-engage that combo. Combo interrupting again. And with this one we should be at max stacks. All we have to do right now is to use the super move, and after we use the super move we'll reset the Beta Club dot and see how much it is. The only thing that we need to do here is to land the crits in order to get the peak performance Beta Club dot damage. And also something that I failed to do here was also do it on a jump attack, not on a swipe, because for some reason King does more damage on jump attacks. We should have done that on a jump attack, not on a swipe. And yeah, the damage is not that great with King as it seems. Again, should have done it on a jump attack, but even so I don't think we would have gotten something higher than 300, maybe 400k. Because as far as I'm aware, that hit that triggered it was a crit. Oh, but yeah, it is what it is. It's not the worst thing in the world actually, because other than that we're dealing some pretty decent amount of damage, and we're pretty much dealing 1 million dot damage once every 4 seconds. So that's something. That's definitely something. In the last minute you can deal more than 40 million damage only through that. More or less. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but yeah. So the conclusion of this fight is that the Beta Club experience on Confined Cycleman, it seems to be rather mediocre. Maybe most likely I do something wrong here. Well, we'll further try this and let you guys know. Again, this is without the use of Raven. If we are to use Raven, obviously the Beta Club is going to deal far more damage. We'll see how that goes in future fights. Okay, now we're going to get into fighting Boss Flash finally. Like, there was also Boss Fight Canary, but I just dropped 2 Silver Banshee pips in there, and honestly it was nothing too entertaining, so I didn't think it was worth showing you guys. But yeah, so we might have a little bit of a problem here, since this dude, it says on the passive that he takes reduced damage from basic attacks. So we're most likely not gonna deal any damage with the League of Archy guys. That's gonna be very unfortunate. We're most likely gonna have to use a lot of pips here. It will take a lot of time. It will be a hard fight. We will use many pips, but he will finally eventually go down. Early in. And you can see that the dot damage and the damage that she deals on basic attacks, exactly as the Flash passive states, is heavily reduced. It's heavily reduced. We are barely dealing any damage. This is gonna take so many pips to clean up. But there might be some hope that we might be able to do something the first fight, if we get very lucky and we play it perfectly. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a very close one. We almost failed to kill him, but finally we managed to pull through. That's a reduced damage from basic attacks that he received. It really hurt our damage performance there. And yeah, with all that being said, the reward is Primal Swamp Thing, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know at this point what did they put on the thumbnail. Most likely it's gonna be at the same time clickbait, but at the same time letting you know that's a fucking Swamp Thing. So I don't know, but yeah, I was expecting some garbage. I was definitely expecting some garbage. There's very few characters in the game that would benefit me if dropping them. But I haven't seen my boy Swamp Thing in a while, so to be honest I was pretty happy seeing him. And yeah, Amulet of Arcane is not great either. But all that being said, thanks so much for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the video. It does help a lot, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!